President, the issue at stake is an appeal I'm making that we should not allow our personal biases, our personal sentiments, and our party affiliations to influence what we are doing here. So far I'm concerned, during the June 12 presidential election, I was a presiding officer. And yes, I just came out from secondary school. I was the presiding officer in that election. That election has been adjudged up to today the freest and fairest election in the history of Nigeria. Mr. President, any Nigerian that googles internet, which election is the freest and fairest election in Nigeria, is the June 12 presidential election. Professor Humphrey Nwosu, a professor of political science from the prestigious University of Nigeria, a civil servant, before he was appointed in 1989, did his best, despite the pressure from Babangida government, despite the court order, Mr. President, allow me, despite the court order by Justice Ibeme that stopped the election, despite all the threats from the military cabal, the man still went ahead to conduct the freest and fairest election. Was it Professor Humphrey Nwosu that made Justice Saleh from Katangum Emirate from Bauchi to annul the election? Was it Justice Professor Humphrey Nwosu that made the military cabal to throw Nigeria into confusion?
Hatred for the Igbos has been exposed in the Senate as Abaribe calls for the Biafran exit. My people, you can now see that even in the Senate, they still put up that hatred. The hatred for the Igbos is still, breeding up in the Senate. The politics to push the Igbos aside is still breeding up. Where have they not been marginalizing the Igbos? Now everywhere now they marginalize the Igbos. Everywhere, for marketplace, for government offices, now even in the Senate. In this very broadcast, my dear listeners, aside from this very Senator Oye that's just spoken right now, you will also be hearing from the Senate Minority Leader Inaya Abaribe, making it very clear and pure, saying it without missing words, that Igbo has been marginalized. They have been marginalized, and he is not happy about that. He's not happy because of what they are doing to the Igbos. You understand? And that's just the truth of the matter. My dear listeners, I want you to be patient to watch these very videos, then you will know that yes, that discussion for the Igbo exit has already started. So in Igbo, I don't want you people to feel, belated, because already Inaya Abaribe and some tough Igbo senators have started discussing on your matter, on how to exit this country, Nigeria. Enough is enough. We don't tolerate too much marginalization in this very country. Take your time and watch this very video. We'll come back again.
It is highly unfair. One of my colleagues mentioned about the honor.
How was it going to remain? My brother said it's anyway.
Is it because he belongs to a particular political party? Let us not distort facts. It's very disappointing that some of us will be distorting facts just because Professor Humphrey Nwosu is an Igbo man.
Thank you very much.
Allow this motion to
stand. Thank you, sir.
Arrest my case.
Thank you.
The Senate shall, by resolution, regulate its procedure. So even if the Senate leader says that it doesn't follow, by the fact that a senator wants to make a personal explanation, you must give that senator a chance to make that personal explanation. We are not under a dictatorship, Mr. President. That is why I'm using 1B to come. A discussion, you say we can't talk, we don't talk.
For my minority leader,
thank you, Mr.
very
President.
Experienced.
I'm glad that you recognize that I was a former minority leader.
Thank you very much.
I know the rules. Mr. President, I don't know what is controversial for immortalizing Humphrey Nwosu.
This guy staged a walkout.
Okay, so let me let me bust up.
So, my dear listeners, can now see that it is no longer a kid's thing. It's no longer something that one will just overlook. The issue of marginalization is now becoming something of a serious business in Nigeria, that even the international countries, communities are now looking towards to know how to come in and help Nigeria on this very matter. See, if the Nigerian government wants peace, if they want peace in Nigeria and they want the Igbos to still remain with them for some, possible reasons, then let them do the needful and, take this madness away once and for all. So, my dear listeners, based on what has just been said, let me quickly hear from you, and then let's know what your opinion and what your take about this actually is. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this very channel so that you can be updated. Thank you. This is Afris Concept TV.